Fixing blame without fixing the problem in Flint, Michigan. Democrats are pointing the finger for the water crisis at the Republican governor. The governor and Republicans are blaming paper-pushing bureaucrats. Correspondent Peter Doocy shows us what went down today on Capitol Hill.
Democrats and Republicans are furious about Flint.
This is dated in June.
Yep.
And not a damn thing was done.
It was very ironic that Michigan's slogan was Pure Michigan, because that was not the case.
Both sides are split about who bears responsibility for allowing lead-poisoned water to flow into homes and businesses and schools for so long. Democrats say it's Governor Rick Snyder's fault.
Plausible deniability only works when it's plausible, and I'm not buying that you didn't know about any of this until October 2015. You were not in a medically induced coma for a year.
But Republicans are blaming the federal regulators at the EPA, telling Administrator Gina McCarthy to resign.
You need to take some responsibility because you screwed up and you messed up 100,000 people's lives. 100,000 of them. 10,000 of those people are 6 years old and younger. And you take no responsibility.
Those 100,000 lives are just in Flint. There are 6 million people spread across all 50 states getting water with unsafe lead levels from 2,000 contaminated water systems. That's according to a Blockbuster USA Today network investigation. Among the biggest problem areas, 353 schools and daycare centers in 42 states with dangerous lead levels in either the water fountains students drink from or the faucets in cafeterias where their lunches are made. The states with the most affected facilities like that are Maine, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey, and one sink at an upstate New York school had water toxic enough to be officially designated hazardous waste.
There are millions of homes that are served by what are called lead service lines. These are lead pipes that are connecting your individual house to the water main out in the street. And one expert says it's the equivalent of having your water delivered through a pure lead straw.
These troubling new numbers may even rise since the only schools and daycare centers that have to test for lead are the 10% that have their own water systems.
Those pipes can leach lead into the water. That's the biggest source of the problem. The long-term fix, we're going to have to replace those pipes, and there are millions of them, Peter, nationwide.
Now that every lawmaker here has a lead problem in their state, some are starting to ask what's being done to keep their constituents safe. And the EPA Administrator Gina McCarthy said that requiring facilities to publicly post lead test results is a good place to start. Brett.
Peter Doocy live on Capitol Hill with a story we'll continue to follow. Peter, thank you.